Finally got my Ruger 1022 back from the gunsmith. Had the barrel cut down quite short. Obviously it's still legal. I had to have it re-threaded as well. I wanted the barrel just cut down quite a bit shorter. This Ruger 1022 is from the Archangel video that you might have seen. I've done a review on it, and there's a couple of videos where we're having a bit of rapid fire fun with it. Felt that the barrel was a bit too thin, a bit too needle-like, and I just wanted it shortened, and I asked the gunsmith to see what he could do with it, get it down, you know, as far as to the UK legal limit as possible, and asked him to see if he could shroud the barrel as well. And what he did basically was use a scrap silencer or moderator, and he's messed about with this on the lathe, and basically it will completely shroud the barrel, just to give it a sort of a chunky look. Obviously the moderator itself won't work as a moderator because it's completely hollowed out, so it is just acting as a shroud, and it's just completely cosmetic, but it does look good. The reason I've stripped this rifle at the moment is I've had to respray the Archangel kit, the stock. I'll just give you a closer look at the components of the Archangel stock. This is basically the stock end of it, adjustable stock. It's a little sort of stiff at the minute because of the paint, the new paintwork on it. I'm sure it'll wear a little bit. So that's the main stock and receiver. The fore end, got quite a bit of top and bottom Picatinny rail there to mount your lights and lasers, etc. on there, and your top rail, again Picatinny rail. It's a polymer stock, the Archangel stock is really tough. Also painted up the guard of the reflex sight just to make it look pretty cool. You may have seen this rifle before when it was in its beige colour. It was in quite a lighter colour than what it is now. Wasn't really happy with that colour. It was a bit too light for my liking, so I ended up going for this coyote brown. It was Krylon paint that I've used as spray paint. Gave it 2 coats, and it's come out quite well. It's an anti-chip paint, so it still really needs another few days to harden off, but I couldn't resist putting it all back together and just seeing what it looks like. Before I do build it though, I'm going to strip the Ruger down, and use some new stuff that I've been informed about by our friends at Expert Tactical, called Froglube, and it's a solvent-free, completely safe gun lubricant, and we're going to give this stuff a whirl. It's really good. I haven't done a video on this yet. I have used it on several of my guns, and what I can say is it smells very nice. It actually smells like deep heat. If you've ever had a sports injury and used deep heat, it smells just like that, but like I said, it's completely safe. It's solvent free. You can literally lick your fingers clean after using this stuff. It's brilliant. You know, I mean, the amount of times I've almost got high on using the hops gun cleaner, although that smells quite nice. I don't know whether that's a good thing to say or not, but you know, if you're in a confined space, or you know, you're in your shed or your attic. I mean, I'm up here in my attic at the minute where I sort of do all my gun maintenance, cleaning, etc. Then this stuff's really good stuff to use. But yeah, we're going to completely Froglube the Ruger up. I'll get that done. Obviously I'll strip it down. I'll cut most of it out of the video because it'll take me forever to edit it and God knows what. So I'll just get the juicy bits in the video. So first of all, we'll get this Ruger 1022 stripped down and get it all Froglubed up. So let's make a bit of room here then. Best put those gently down, don't want to damage the new paintwork. Okay, so obviously firearm is safe. That's the first thing you always must check, is the firearm is safe. And it is completely safe, there's nothing in there. So we're going to get this baby stripped down, get it all degreased and get some Froglube on it. This is a Power Custom extended bolt handle that I've got here. Just makes for easier reloading, especially if you're wearing gloves. So I'm going to just use a bore snake just to give the barrel a good pull through, just get any crap out of there. I always like to put a bore snake through the barrel 3 times usually, and you just make sure you've got everything out. Just give it one more. Okay, that's gone through 3 times. Now what I'm going to do now is warm the barrel up, only slightly, just on a radiator, or you can even use a hairdryer. Just get the barrel fairly warm, and then the Froglube will actually permeate into the metal. Okay, I've put a bit of Froglube on this patch. I'm just going to pull that through the barrel a couple of times, so that'll give the barrel a nice coating and absorb into the rifling and the metalwork of the barrel. So I'll just do that. This is actually an SA80 pull through. Okay. And that will have gave the barrel a right good coating. So I'm just going to do that one more time. Just shove that through. So the patch is covered in Froglube. Okay, that's the barrel done. So I'm going to squirt a bit of the Froglube just down into the receiver. Put quite a bit on there. And just basically just rub it in everywhere. Okay. So the inside of the receiver is all Froglubed up. So I'm going to put the bolt back in, the bolt block back in. This is the fiddly bit. 1022 owners will know what I'm talking about. I hate doing this bit. There is a knack to it. I know people have got several different knacks to it. I usually get it in with sheer luck, but let's give it a go anyway. So making sure I've got everything the right way round, because usually I get it in and find out I've got the bolt the wrong way round. So okay. Hey, not too bad. Now I've left the pin in the end of the spring arm, so I'm just going to pull that out. There we go. And we're in business. Nice and slick with the Froglube. Put a drop more on there. Run some down that spring arm. Okay. I wish I'd used this Froglube from when this gun was brand new, and I would have totally and utterly degreased it from the start and just used this Froglube, and you know, I wouldn't have all this oily grease over my hands. But you'll slowly get rid of all your old gun cleaners that are on your guns through using this, because it does act as a degreaser as well, I believe. So nice and slick. So let's put this baby back together. Feels nice and slick, that does now. Leave that bolt open just to keep making sure the gun is always safe. Okay. Right, now for the fun part. Putting this Archangel stock back on. So, get the safety catch in the middle so we can get it through the stock. Okay, and we get a bit of Froglube just rubbed in as just anti-corrosion more than anything, because this Archangel kit does cover all the receiver, so that's just a bit of anti-corrosion there. Just rub it in. Always like to do that. If you're a bit of a perfectionist, usually, well, before I had the Froglube, I'd just use some like silicone spray and then half choked to death after I'd sprayed it. But this stuff is nice and safe and smells quite nice. So, cleans up quite good too. Okay, right then, fun time. Safety catch in the middle. Okay, that's the stock fitted so far, so we just got to put the barrel shroud on and the reflex sight, and then we'll see how she's looking. Okay, this is the barrel shroud. Oh, I nearly forgot. Put a bit of Froglube on there. Like I said, hollowed out moderator. This is just going to be acting as a shroud over the barrel. Okay, I had this made so that the muzzle will actually fit flush into that recess in the moderator, so that gives it quite a good look. There you have it. Ruger 1022 Archangel in Coyote Brown with the shortened shrouded barrel. Doesn't that look cool? Thanks for watching, and make sure you join us on Facebook. Cheers, safe shooting.